welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to create Salesforce lead and add in campaign on paper form submission. So my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through my paper form, then automatically using the details, it should create a new lead in my Salesforce account. And after creating a lead, automatically that lead should be added to a campaign in my Salesforce account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my paper form with my Salesforce and Salesforce again using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically create a Salesforce lead and add them to the right campaign whenever someone submits your paper form. This will help you track your leads, stay organized and follow faster, all without manual work. Alright, so as you all know that I run marketing campaigns for my business and use paper form to collect inquiries from potential customers. So when someone fills out my form, I want to make sure their details are added to the Salesforce as a new lead so my team can follow up quickly. So at the same time, I also want to track which campaign they came from. So by automatically creating a Salesforce lead and adding them to the right campaign on every paper form submission, I can save time and make sure no lead is missed. This helps me stay organized, track the performance of my campaigns and convert more inquiries into customers. Alright, so here on the screen you can see my paper form account and this is the form that I've created over here with the name contact form. So now here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through this paper form, then automatically using the details, a new lead should be created over here in my Salesforce account. And here after creating a new lead, automatically that lead should be added over here to a specific campaign in my Salesforce account. Alright, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my paper form account with my Salesforce account using an automation software. And now firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this amazing automation by simply making a test form submission over here. So for that, let me all take you to my paper form. So this is my paper form that I've created over here and these are some dummy details that I've pre-filled over here such as first name, last name, email, phone number and the company name. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the submit. And with this, we have successfully made a form submission. So now let's move back to our Salesforce. And here you can see we have successfully received a new lead over here with the name dummy user. And here you can see the entire details such as company, phone number and the email. And now after creating the lead, let's go and check the campaigns. And here we are going to click on this integration campaign that I've created over here. And here under campaign members, you can see a new member has been added over here with the name dummy user. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your paper form account with your Salesforce account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as create Salesforce lead and add in campaign on paper form submission. And now after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, we are going to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And it will take you to our forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard. And here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Paperform, as I'm receiving new form submission through Paperform. And here I'm going to select my trigger event as new form submission, so that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through a Paperform, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow should get triggered. Alright, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Paperform with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, here I'm going to copy this webhook URL first. And here I've already logged in my Paperform account. So this is the Paperform that I've already created with the name contact form, and here I'm going to click on this edit option. Now here in this edit, I'm going to click on this after submission, and from here I'm going to select the option of integrations and webhooks. Now here in this integrations and webhook, I'm going to scroll it little down, and here I'm going to select the options of webhooks. And now here in this webhook, you can see an existing webhook URL. So I'm going to add a new webhook over here, and then I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in our Pabbly's workflow, and then I'm going to select my trigger event as new submission. And now after selecting the trigger event, I'm going to click on this create button, and here you can see we have successfully added a new webhook over here. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission, and to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response in our Paperform. So now here to generate a test response, let me all take you back to my Paperform. Here I'm going to refresh it once again. And now again here I'm going to enter some dummy details. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the detail as test and last name as contact. And here for the email, I'm going to enter the email as testcontact@pabblytudes.com. And then here I'm going to enter a random phone number. Here for the company name, I'm going to enter the company name as JKL Company. And then I'm going to click on the submit, and here you can see we have successfully made a form submission. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have successfully received a new response over here, where we have received the team ID, submission ID, slug form ID. Here you can see some more details as well, where you can see the company name. Here you can see the phone number, email address. Scrolling little down, here you can see the last name, and also you can see the first name as well. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new form submission through our Paperform, then using all the details, I want to create a new lead in my Salesforce account first. So for that, I need to connect my Salesforce account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So I'm going to select my action application as Salesforce, and here I'm going to select my action event as create a lead, so that I can create a new lead in my Salesforce account. So now here to connect my Salesforce with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Salesforce account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Salesforce. Here Pabbly Connect is requesting for the access, so I'm going to give access to Pabbly by clicking on this allow button, as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to enter the first name, last name, title, company name, phone number, email address, and some other fields as well. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic, so that whenever we're going to receive a new form submission through our Paperform, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the first name, I'm going to map the first name. So I'm going to search for the first name value over here. Then here I'm going to map the last name. Moving forward, here for the title, it is not a required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the company name, I'm going to search for the company name. Here I'm going to map the phone number received. Moving forward, here I'm going to map the email address. Scrolling little down, here these fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the lead source, I'm going to select web. You can select it as per your need. Here for the status, I'm going to select open. You can select it as per your need. Here for the rating, I'm going to select hot. Moving forward, again these fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave them blank. And now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received a lead ID and the success value as 1. That means we have successfully created a new lead over here in our Salesforce account. So let's go and check it. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new lead over here with the name test contact. Here you can see the company as JKL company, phone number, email address. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after creating a lead, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add this particular lead in a specific campaign that I've already created in my Salesforce account with the name integration. So for that, I'm going to connect my Salesforce account with Pabbly Connect once again. So I'm going to select my action application as Salesforce. And here I'm going to select my action event as add a lead to a campaign, so that after creating a lead, automatically the lead created should be added to a specific campaign in my Salesforce account. So now here to connect my Salesforce with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect, and this time to build this connection, I'm going to click on this select existing connection because I've already connected my Salesforce account with Pabbly Connect in my previous action step. Alright, so now here to selecting the existing connection, I'm going to click on this save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the campaign ID. So here you can select the campaign ID from this drop down menu. So here you can see I've already shown you that I am using the campaign which I've created with the name integration. So I'm going to select the campaign as integration over here. You can select the campaign ID as per your need, and then it is asking me for the lead ID. So now here, instead of entering the lead ID from this drop down menu, I'm going to map this lead ID. So for that, I'm going to turn on this map button, and then I'm going to remove this lead ID from here, and then I'm going to refresh the fields. Now after refreshing the fields, I'm going to map this lead ID from the response that I've received in my previous action step. So this is the lead ID received, so I'm going to map it, and now after mapping the lead ID, it is asking me for the status. So here by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see some status options. So I'm going to select the status as received. You can select the status as per your need. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added the lead to a specific campaign. So let's go and check it. Here I'm going to open this campaign, and here under campaign you can see the entire campaign details, and here under campaign members you can see we have successfully created a new campaign over here with the name test contact. That means the lead that we just right now created has been added to a specific campaign as a new member. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected a trigger as Paperform and an action as Salesforce twice, so that whenever we're going to receive a new form submission through a Paperform, then automatically using the details, it is going to create a new lead in our Salesforce account. And after creating a new lead, automatically that lead is going to be added to a specific campaign in our Salesforce account. Alright, so these were the steps to how to create Salesforce lead and add in campaign on a Paperform submission. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now, if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.